Ladies and gentlemen, and those legally banned from operating a unicycle, I'm still Skip McDangle, your host, and welcome back to Ultimate Dumbass, Episode 2. That's right, we somehow survived the first one, and against all odds and several cease and desist letters, we're back to celebrate the finest collection of dim-witted decisions and half-functioning brain cells this side of a gas station karaoke night. This episode, it's dumber, it's louder. It's like if a pop quiz hooked up with a jackhammer and raised their love child on energy drinks and bad advice. So grab your helmet, duct tape your self-respect to the wall, and get ready, because tonight someone will walk away with the title of Ultimate Dumbass and probably a minor concussion. Oh, and for those of you new here or have the memory retention of a goldfish, here's your obnoxious, legally unnecessary, and totally binding reminder of the rules. 1. Choosing the first judge. Whoever most recently made a deeply questionable life choice shall begin as the first ruler of ridicule. If no clear winner emerges, fight with rock, paper, scissors, or a loud, pointless debate. After each prompt, the title of verdict vulture rotates clockwise, like a toxic crown passed from one bad decision maker to the next. 2. Answer all 50 incredibly asinine questions. No dodging, no stalling, no pretending your dog just exploded. If the question asks, which condiment works best for a full body massage, you better pick one and own it. 3. Choosing the dumbest response. If the judge thinks your answer is dumber than a soup sandwich, congrats, you win a point. Or shame, possibly both. 4. The path to ultimate dumbassery. To win this prestigious disaster of a game, a player must earn 10 glorious, humiliating, and totally unredeemable points. 5. Zero filter, all chaos. This game is not safe for work, not safe for nuns, or really anyone with standards. If you're easily offended, we're honestly surprised you made it this far. All right then, hope you stretched your bad decision muscles, 'cause it's go time. All right, Kevin, welcome back. You ready to embarrass yourself in front of millions for a plastic donkey trophy and a coupon for expired nacho cheese?
Absolutely. I've been training by watching conspiracy videos and eating crayons. Mentally, I'm in peak chaos mode.
Incredible. Quick warm-up question. What's heavier, 100 pounds of feathers or 100 pounds of dumb decisions?
Feathers. Because birds are government drones and they're tracking the weight.
Kevin, you're already off to a terrifying start. Let's play. All right, degenerates and brain cell survivors, no warm-ups, no safety nets, and definitely no common sense. This is Ultimate Dumbass, Episode 2, not Jeopardy for functional adults. We're diving headfirst into round 1 like a raccoon into a dumpster full of fireworks, because foreplay is for games with rules, and this one barely has grammar. So buckle up and pray to whatever questionable deity you believe in, because round 1 starts now, and we're going in raw. Question 1. What's the least aerodynamic item you could throw at a wedding?
If your neurons are throwing a tantrum, now's your chance to hit that pause button to stall, panic, or question life choices.
Question 2. Which food item would be the worst choice for brain surgery tools? Question 3. If dolphins ran a cult, what would their sacred ritual involve? Question 4. What's the dumbest reason to challenge someone to a duel? Question 5. What's the absolute dumbest object to use as a spanking paddle? Question 6. What kink sounds hot but ends with someone crying in an Applebee's bathroom? Question 7. Who do you know screams, "I peaked in kindergarten"? Question 8. If a potato became president, what's its first executive order? Question 9. What's the worst thing to yell while being abducted by aliens? Question 10. What tattoo guarantees a permanent ban from IKEA? All right, folks, if you somehow survived round 1 with your dignity intact, you're either lying or you weren't playing hard enough, because that round was a dumpster fire in a clown car, and things are only getting messier. Welcome to round 2, where logic dies, shame evaporates, and the questions get even dumber. Let's turn up the chaos and dive headfirst into the intellectual abyss. Question 11. What would a motivational quote from a cockroach say? Question 12. Which of your pets has witnessed the most trauma while watching you during a private moment? Question 13. What's the worst time for someone to shout, "Call me daddy"? Question 14. Which household appliance is most likely plotting against you? Question 15. What's the dumbest thing you could auction on live TV? Question 16. What would your autobiography be called if written entirely by squirrels? Question 17. What's a surefire way to turn foot play into a crime scene? Question 18. Which song is most likely to summon a raccoon army? Question 19. What's the most disturbing way to say good morning? Question 20. What should you absolutely not whisper in a dentist's ear? All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, mostly so our legal team can regroup and we can mop up the emotional damage from that last round. Don't go anywhere, unless it's to scream into a pillow or question your life choices. We'll be right back with more chaos, more questionable prompts, and definitely more regret. Stay dumb, folks.
Do you suffer from chronic stupidity, spontaneous bad decisions, a burning desire to lick electrical outlets for attention? Then you need Brain Lube, for when your thoughts just won't slide out right. Brain Lube is the world's first over-the-counter cognitive lubricant designed for people who routinely mistake glue sticks for lip balm. Just one squirt behind the ears, and your neurons might fire in the correct direction, or at least throw a good party, because logic is optional. Now in 3 barely FDA-adjacent flavors: menthol meatloaf, sriracha surprise, and original confusion. Side effects may include sudden urge to text your ex, philosophical debates with toasters, and mild anal leakage. Ask your doctor if Brain Lube is right for you, or don't. They've probably already blocked your number.
Well, that commercial break was brought to you by Brain Lube, because sometimes your thoughts need a little help, squeezing out of your skull without catching fire. If you didn't black out or spontaneously combust during that ad, congratulations. You're just in time for round 3. This is the part of the show where dignity flatlines, logic taps out, and contestants start answering prompts using only instinct and trauma. It's faster, filthier, and 42% more regrettable than everything you've seen so far. Welcome to round 3. The IQ free zone. Let's do something stupid. Question 21. What should never be used as a substitute for toilet paper? Question 22. What would be the title of a soap opera about horny garden gnomes? Question 23. What's the dumbest thing to say when proposing marriage underwater? Question 24. What's the worst motivational poster to hang in a prison gym? Question 25. What's the final line of a Shakespearean play written entirely by drunk penguins? Question 26. What's the worst pickup line to use in an emergency room? Question 27. What's the dumbest thing to name a yacht? Question 28. What product should never come in family size? Question 29. What's the most inappropriate object to bring to a swingers party? Question 30. What's the worst reason to fake an orgasm? All right, survivors of nonsense and champions of chaos, welcome to round 4. If you thought we hit rock bottom, think again, because now we brought a shovel. This round isn't just about answering absurd prompts anymore. It's about earning your right to keep those sweet, stupid points. Here's the twist. Some of our winners will be forced to perform one of 3 completely unhinged dares to hold on to their point. Refuse the dare? Boom! Point revoked, dignity possibly restored. Complete the dare? You keep the point, and maybe your questionable reputation. Get ready, contestants. Round 4 is where brains go to panic and bad decisions go to thrive. Let's do this. Question 31. What item should never be labeled for her pleasure? Question 32. What's a wild excuse to give when caught with handcuffs and no key? Question 33. What product should never double as lube, but someone definitely tried? Well. Look who won this prompt of degeneracy. Congratulations, you magnificent freak of nature. But don't celebrate just yet, because here on Ultimate Dumbass, victory comes with a price, and that price is public humiliation wrapped in poor life choices. Now step right up and pay your dues by selecting one of 3 gloriously stupid dares. Will you embarrass yourself with a kitchen chair, go to war with a pickle, or whisper sweet nothings to a sock? Only fate and your complete lack of shame will decide. Spin the wheel of regret, champ. Let's see how bad this gets. Option 1, laundry basket love confession. Sit inside a laundry basket and dramatically confess your undying love to a sock you find on the floor. Use romantic music in the background. End your confession by proposing and whispering, "You complete my static cling." Option 2, pickle jousting championship. Grab 2 pickles and attach them to the ends of forks or chopsticks. Challenge another player to a dramatic slow-motion joust in the kitchen. First pickle to fall loses. The winner must scream, "I fight for flavor," and gallop around the house on an imaginary horse. Option 3, furniture foreplay fantasia. Pick the most boring piece of furniture in the room, chair, ottoman, TV stand, and passionately pretend it's your long-lost lover. You must caress it, whisper unspeakable things into its non-existent ears, and end by dramatically yelling, "I want your hardwood inside me." Ready? Let's do this, and don't forget to smash the pause button for more time. You're going to need it. Well, slap my grandma and call her spicy. I have seen some dumb things in my day, but that was an Olympic-level performance in unfiltered idiocy. You didn't just complete that dare. You violated several laws of physics, dignity, and probably zoning ordinances. Bravo, you magnificent disaster. Bravo. All right, degenerates, grab what's left of your dignity and buckle up. It's time to unleash the remaining wave of brainless chaos in this round. Question 34. What would a dating profile look like for someone with chronic anal leakage? Question 35. What's the most unholy thing you could do with an inflatable Santa Claus? Question 36. What would your villain's name be if you were powered by flatulence? Question 37. What costume guarantees a sexual harassment lawsuit at a furry convention? Question 38. What would be the name of an adult coloring book for perverts? Question 39. What's the last thing you'd want to hear during a threesome with clowns? Question 40. What phrase immediately kills the mood, no matter how hot it is? Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it, somehow, through the shame, through the screaming, through whatever that was back in round 2 involving a blender and an emotional support ferret. But now, it's time for the final round. This is where legends are made. Friendships are broken. Underwear is metaphorically and sometimes literally lost. There are no warm-ups, no lifelines, no dignity left to protect. Just one last chaotic sprint to the finish line of absurdity. Points are doubled, shame is quadrupled, and if your name isn't already on a government conspiracy watch list, it will be after this. So tighten your belt, clench your butt cheeks, and say goodbye to logic. Final round activated. Question 41. What body part should never be used as a utensil at dinner? Question 42. What should never be combined with whipped cream? Question 43. What's the least sexy nickname to whisper in bed? Question 44. What adult toy would make the worst microphone at a press conference? Question 45. What's the most inappropriate thing to yell during a prostate exam? Question 46. What would be the absolute worst item to find in your grandma's nightstand? Question 47. What phrase should never appear on a box of tampons? Question 48. In a post-burrito disaster scenario, what's the most horrific item you could MacGyver into emergency underwear? Question 49. You walk into a senior's living facility and find the game twister, denture adhesive, and a Ouija board. What happened? Question 50. What's the most awkward thing to hear during a massage? We have a winner, and may the therapist gods have mercy on their soul. This deranged legend outlasted the shame parade and outwitted a toilet brush. You, my friend, are no longer just a player. You are the ultimate dumbass. Your prize? Eternal glory. Your punishment? Permanent emotional scarring and a commemorative rash. But hold on to your adult diapers, freaks, because Ultimate Dumbass 3 is barreling toward us like a greased-up raccoon on a jet ski, packed with even more dangerous dares. Not safe for work nonsense, and psychological warfare disguised as party games. And that's not all. We're cooking up an entire lineup of games so outrageous, so morally bankrupt, they've been banned in 3 states and politely declined by Satan himself. So call your worst friends, sign your apology letters in advance, and cancel brunch with grandma. Because Twisted Minds is just getting warmed up, and it smells like tequila, regret, and a melted pool noodle. Long live the dumbass king.